أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Dear friends, welcome to Idea Foundation Forum. Today we will discuss the research topic Ibadat, a bridge between faith and well-being of the humanity. Ibadat are pursuance of 5 pillars of Islam in isolation, leaving other things apart, is not enough to achieve the status of muttaqoon or beloved of Allah. What is the soul of ibadat and what substance they should deliver to seek the nearness of Allah? How ibadat generate spiritual resonance in the man's personality. Let us, dear friends, search the pathways of the truth that leads our ibadat to sublime valley of Allah's divinity. Dear friends, we have earlier discussed the purpose of man's creation based on Quranic references. To refresh our memory, I may repeat its brief statement. It is to establish a just, peaceful, and growing society, materially as well as intellectually, ensuring two things: ensuring complete submission to Allah's will and well-being of the humanity. Ibadat are performance of 5 Islamic practices, generally called 5 pillars of Islam, play a crucial role in the accomplishment of this purpose. These 5 ibadat or pillars of Islam are faith, prayer, zakat, fasting, and hajj. Though the impact of ibadat is pervasive in every aspect of the purpose of the man's creation, but it is generally discussed in 5 contexts. Number 1, ibadat as bridge between faith and well-being of humanity through good deeds, which are generally referred in Quran, Amilus Salihat. Number 2, balance between ibadat and worldly life. Number 3, ibadat and unity of Muslims for common well-being of humanity. Number 4 is ibadat and socio-economic equilibrium and human rights. Number 5 is chemistry of ibadat and higher echelon of spiritual life of the man. In view of time limitations, we will restrict our discussion today on ibadat as bridge between faith and well-being of humanity or good deeds. Dear friends, faith has 4 levels towards its perfection. These 4 levels are vertical levels. These levels of perfections as described in Quran Hakim. First is the understanding of the articles of faith. One must know what are the 6 articles of faith. Second is the affirmation of faith by proclamation and practices or ibadat. It should be reflected in our 5 pillars of Islam. Third is the submission to the will of Allah. The man's actions should be strictly in line with the instructions given by Allah in letter and spirit. And fourth is advancement of faith. Surah Al-Asr has laid down 4 dimensions of the code of life. Earlier we said the levels, darjat, how deep is our faith. Now it is the dimensions, what is the scope of our faith. As I said, Surah Al-Asr has laid down 4 dimensions of the code of life to help the Muslims become the role model for larger human society. These are faith, good deeds, preaching of the truth, and persistence in the struggle for good deeds and advocacy of the truth. Ibadat have a very special place in between faith and good deeds and play a bridging role between the two. True spirit of faith can only be reached if ibadat are well entrenched in faith on the one hand and translated into good deeds on the other hand. Thus, pursuance of the 4 levels of faith in convergence with the 4 dimensions of the code of life leads to perfection of faith and accomplishment of the purpose of the man's creation. Ibadat deepen the faith, and in return, faith enlivens our ibadat, while both together give impetus to good deeds. In the Quranic references, the phrase Amilus Salihat or Al Khirat is mostly used for good deeds aimed to ensure complete submission to the will of Allah and seek well-being of the humanity based on justice, peace, order, and equity. Ibadat and good deeds authenticate, confirm the man's faith in the oneness of Allah and the hereafter. Of the 6 articles of faith, unwavering belief in Tawheed, oneness of Allah, and hereafter has been the central themes of the divine message and the messengers of Allah. Understanding of these 2 realities shuns away, removes away the evils of this world. It is impetus to the right path. It drives to accomplish the purpose of the man's creation. It is what the divine message meant for. It is the core of the message that the Quran delivers to the humanity. If our days are devoid of good deeds, remember, my dear friends, if our days are devoid, empty of good deeds, if we do not realize significance of the unity and communal well-being, if we are negligent of the human rights, if we are not die-hard promoters of justice and peace, it means our ibadat are empty of faith in the oneness of Allah and the hereafter. Dear friends, in the light of Ayat 177 of Surah Al-Baqarah, our faith is soulless and even barren to find guidance from the Quran if our heart does not witness our allegiance to the will of Allah. If truth of our faith is not reflected in our performance of 5 pillars or practices of Islam and through our good deeds. If we are not prepared for advocacy of the truth, and if we are not persistent and patient in achieving the cause of Allah, these 4 are the prerequisites to cross the threshold of righteousness, piety, or the status of muttaqoon in terms of Ayat 177 of Surah Al-Baqarah, as it concludes. Listen. أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ صَدَقُوا وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُتَّقُونَ. Translation is, such are the truthful people and such are the pious. This is the stage from where the doors of sublime mention of Quranic divine wisdom start opening as promised by Allah in Ayat 2 of Surah Al-Baqarah. ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. This is the book about which there is no doubt, guidance for the righteous. This guidance is for seeking the divine wisdom, which has been named Khairan Kasira. It means a great reward. This is the wisdom that Allah promised in Ayat 53 of Surah Al-Fussilat. I will share with you the translation. Soon shall we show them our signs in the world around them, as well as in themselves, till it becomes clear to them that this Quran is indeed the truth. Dear friends, Ibadat play 4 important roles in the man's life. 4. Firstly, Ibadat qualify the performer for several benefits in this life and a lot of rewards of the hereafter. Secondly, Ibadat deepen the faith of the performer, finding the heartfelt clarity of Allah's proximity and His absolute authority in the universe. Thirdly, Ibadat must build a great human character reflecting Allah's attributes. Piety lies in takhlaqu bi ikhlaqillah, which means cultivate Allah's attributes in your own self. This is the way the man gets close contact with Allah. This stage is described in a hadith. When my servant gets contact with me, Allah says, when my servant gets contact with me, I become his vision with which he observes, his ears with which he listens. The great truth is authenticated in Ayat 17 of Surah Al-Anfal in the words, وَمَا رَمَيْتَ إِذْ رَمَيْتَ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ رَمَى. O Muhammad, when you threw a handful of dust, but it was Allah who threw that. Fourthly, preferred love for Allah must urge a Muslim sacrifice his personal interests for the cause of Allah, whereby, as his vicegerent, the man is desired to establish an environment of justice, peace, and goodness for the well-being of the society. Thus, the life of a true performer of ibadat must manifest these 4 embellishments titles, honors to serve the purpose of the ibadat. Ibadat, in fact, is a perpetual training course to keep the Muslims tuned for implementing the purpose of the man's creation. Dear friends, please note, memorize by heart and put your mind and soul here. Faith, ibadat, and good deeds is a closely connected trio, having three, connections. This connectivity must be known to make ibadat a purposeful framework for accessing the promised honors in this life and the life of the hereafter. Ibadat have a reciprocal relations with faith. Reciprocal, two-way. Sincere and dedicated performance of ibadat deepens the proclaimed faith into the heart and soul. The deepened faith inside, in return, enlivens ibadat with divine charisma that motivates a man for greater submission to the will of Allah and urge him for serving the humanity as twin purpose of the man's creation. Thus the ibadat work as a bridge in between the faith and good deeds. If they fail on either side, the purpose of the man's creation is lost. Service to the humanity is integral part of the will of Allah. Mind it. As He appointed the man his vicegerent on the earth to emulate his doings, Allah, the Creator, the Sustainer, adds to the glory of His universe every day, establishes justice and peace, and provides for the needs of His creatures. Likewise, the man is to procreate humanity. He is supposed to establish justice and peace here in this world. And he is to look for the prospective growth of means for the well-being of the humanity. Thus the ibadat, in its true sense, must play the role of bridging the faith and well-being of the humanity. Ibadat, truly dedicated to the Allah's will and His allegiance, breed spiritual resonance in the man's personality. This process begins when love for Allah takes precedence over all other considerations. It inculcates in the man's personality to sacrifice his worldly possessions for the love of Allah and the greater cause of humanity. Here the man enters the rosy lanes of ikhlas and ihsan leading to Allah's love and patronage. The man starts realizing significance of the hereafter in lieu of the worldly life. It comes true when the man understands this worldly life a short tenured break for test and trial, which will determine his status for the permanent abode of the hereafter. Thus, the discussion made so far reflects that faith is a nucleus of a believer's life. It is soul of our ibadat, and sublime character is its product. Input is Iman, which is soul of our ibadat. And what is output? Our output is a sublime character. When we stand up for praying, saying Allahu Akbar, with closing our eyes, we find the presence of Allah descending and seeping right into our hearts. Our soul feels intimately conversing with Allah. In the moment of seclusion, when in quest of His mercy, our soul feels energized with the pleasing touch of His presence. It is confirmation from Allah that He has opened the doors of His glory. Doors of His glory. Thus we have qualified the first test for spiritual relation with Allah the Almighty. This spiritual relation with Allah gilds our experiences, make our experiences shine. Beauty of soul inside ourself starts radiating into our character and our deeds. We can see the divine beauty flowing through the veins of a petal of a rose. We can see the sun and the stars bowed down in submission before the divine command of Allah. It is to motivate us to know the grand nature of Allah. Treading here in this spiritual domain, we start finding meanings of the Quran that Allah has revealed to the humanity through His blessed last messenger, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to beautify this world for the well-being of the mankind. We dedicate our worldly gains for accomplishing the grand cause of Allah, the purpose of man's creation, that is to establish Allah's will, justice, peace, and progressive welfare of the humanity. Doing so, we have won the supreme jihad by conquering ourselves for the cause of Allah. Dear friends, with this we conclude our discussion today. These programs are recorded both in Urdu and English. Their videos can be watched on ideafoundation.com.pk website or its YouTube channel and Facebook. Their written versions are also available on the Idea Foundation's website. Please note code number of this program, Idea 1A R15. All friends are requested to subscribe the Foundation's YouTube web channel for the benefit of this noble cause. Thank you, dear friends, for your participation. Allah Hafiz.